20 more if you need them.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Good?
Go ahead.
All right, this is TV6, back again, John Vandenberg. If you take a look here, who we have this week, this is one we've been talking about for many, many years, but honestly, I didn't think I would ever get a chance to see Grim Reaper play in the States. I figured maybe a festival or something, you know, on the West Coast, who knows. But we have Grim Reaper tonight. And we all know Steve Grimmett.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Baucott, we know him, of course. These three guys we just met. You can rattle off your names real quick.
Yeah, I'm Mark Rumble on drums.
Chaz Grimaldi, bass guitar.
And Ian Nash on the other less important guitar.
No, important guitar.
Double guitar attack tonight. That should be interesting because I'm only used to seeing the one guitar version.
Yeah, well, it's the first time ever we've managed to play with all the guitar parts.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't think about that. The last live video I saw of you guys was, I'm guessing 87, 88. You know, it was one of those MTV things.
Yeah, the Halloween Rock on.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Tour. Yeah.
Which was, that was a great video. That stood the test of time, no doubt about it. So we only got a couple questions. We're not going to keep you too long. I just hit the wrong button and now they're gone.
So call Mom.
Here we are. I used to just have a piece of paper like you're supposed to, and I go high tech and I lose it. My first question was, but you already answered it, was Nick going to play all night?
Yes.
Or was it just going to be like a guest kind of thing?
I'm missing one song just because my brain's too small to cope with it.
Well, when's the last time you played all these songs? You know, probably just recently, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the guys were playing. I emailed Steve and just said, hey, I'd love to play because I'll be in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you live here in the States.
I live in Phoenix, yeah.
Right. You guys don't, though.
No.
Well, you don't have much of an accent, do you?
No, I do live in the UK, but I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Ah, gotcha. You'll get an accent to go along.
I can turn it on if I want to.
If you want to left authentic, there you go.
Oh, okay. But yeah, to cut a long story short, they sent me the set list and it was perfect.
You left that? I'm sure you remembered it all, right?
Well, me and him wrote this stuff, so it's funny kind of learning stuff you wrote 30 years ago, though.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Some of it's there, I bet, you know.
No, most of it was there, but like working with Ian was a pleasure because he covered the other parts because we were always, in the studio we were always a two-guitar band.
Yeah.
Shut up!
That's better.
That's better. That worked, whatever you...
Friggin' Bellman.
Don't they know who we got here?
Is he trying to make a living or something?
Yeah.
Damn him.
Yeah.
So he refreshed my memory. He said it's been 25 years since you guys played together.
It is, yeah.
I mean, that's hard to believe. Well, it goes by quick, 25 years.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I would have never guessed, you know, that was 30 years ago when I was buying these albums. But I'm curious as to what your very early first album goal was. I mean, it hit pretty big here around, I'm from the Midwest, I grew up in Illinois. All my friends instantly knew who Grim Reaper was. I mean, it wasn't one of those ones you had to sell to people, they knew it. I'm just curious as to if that was like your main goal when you started.
For me, it was just to get a piece of vinyl
that
had my name on it.
Yeah.
I didn't care if 3 people bought it. It was just like, I'm proud of what we do. I didn't expect to go any further than the local pubs, to be frank with you.
You were playing that in local pubs. That must have been something.
That's pretty much all we were doing. You know, it's a strange thing to be coming back, doing all this stuff, and you know, because that wasn't the intention to start off with. It just people have just picked it up in the 80s, and
I picked. I mean, as a lot of people did. I bought it on the album cover because that's the only way. I remember I remember at the mall. I was all by myself. My mother was off shopping, and I'm flipping, And that album cover was like, holy crap, I gotta get this. You
Well,
know?
you certainly wouldn't buy it off these two faces.
There was no photos. Nobody knew what you looked
There
like.
was a reason for that. It's right here. On camera.
There was no photos on it.
There was
Well,
no
there was
photos.
photos on the album. So I think it was.
Was there some in the sleeve?
The second one, yeah. The
Second
second one
one,
had them
yeah.
on just on the back though.
Yeah.
Well, by the second one, I mean, then you were on Headbangers Ball, and there were videos, and you could tell that some money had been poured in to the second and third versions. You know,
The third one, yeah. The second one, no.
there was no videos.
Still no money in the second one, no.
We did the video with the amphibious landing craft that Beavis and Butthead
Oh
crushed.
yeah, yeah.
But no, we didn't.
Beavis and Butthead.
They loved us, man.
They did, and Winger, still plays around here. Believe it or not, they were the Grim Reaper and Winger were their two main bands that they used
The
to.
funny thing is that Beavis and Butthead playing us did us a favour,
Oh yeah.
whereas it didn't do Winger a favour, unfortunately.
No,
for those guys.
no. They
They
still.
live on the edge of Wussville. Allegedly.
Yeah, but when they made fun of you guys, it wasn't making fun of you really, because everybody.
Yes, they were.
Well, they were, but not like me. I'm like, I thought it was funny, but not
Well,
in a serious way.
I can tell you the story very quickly if you have enough time.
Sure.
We were managed by Walter O'Brien and Concrete Management.
Heard
They
of
also
Concrete.
managed White Zombie. Beavis and Butthead did a lot for White Zombie. Not that Beavis and Butthead made White Zombie by any means, because White Zombie was a great band.
Yeah.
But my manager called me up when I was working for Marsh and said, "Hey, do you want me to introduce you to Mike Judge? Maybe he'll play the video." 2 days later, I get a call from New York saying, "Hey, I saw you." And I'm going, "No, I wasn't in New York." He goes, "Yes, you were. You were on TV." And they were showing the video on MTV on Beavis and Butthead. See you in hell getting destroyed. So long story short, I'm backstage at a White Zombie concert and Mike Judge is there. He's like this big on me. Looks like an accountant.
Yeah, he does actually.
And Walter said to me, he said, "Do you want to have some fun with this guy?" I said, "Sure." So he introduces me to Mike Judge and he goes, "So Mike, how you doing?" He goes, "Oh, this is amazing. I've never been backstage before. Everyone's treating me like God." And I can't repeat the words I said because you're on TV, but I basically said, "You effing see, how dare you do this to me?" But I couldn't keep a straight face.
Yeah, that'd be the first thing he's thinking. Oh crap.
But so I was just laughing. I started laughing almost immediately and said to him, "If you thought the first video was funny, you should see the second one. We had an amphibious landing craft." And the third
I
one
thought those were great.
was in a prison with the Toxic Avenger, and he's like, "I'll find them."
There was a werewolf. Maybe I'm thinking of the Toxic Avenger one.
No, the werewolf was in the second one.
The second one, yeah. I know. I mean, you look back at them now, and you'd never do a video like that now. But God, I love that stuff, man. That was great.
So I would end up going to FedEx, and people going, "Grim Reaper, I loved you guys." Even though Beavis and Butthead said you suck.
Yeah. Hey, no publicity is bad publicity. If ever that's
Certainly
the
for our
truth.
case, yeah. For Winger, unfortunately,
Yeah, they just still. Yeah, that didn't work for them. You're right. I never thought of the two different. Well, you guys were heavier and cooler. I don't know. I can see why Winger didn't quite follow your
couldn't do
path.
those kip kicks.
Where he doesn't play the bass and
Yeah.
he's playing it but he's not. Yeah, I can
No,
see
we shouldn't
that.
slag off Winger. Red Breach is a great guitar
Yeah,
player.
actually, yeah, that'd be the reason I would go see him, just to see the original core. So that should be interesting. I still can't believe we're going to see actual Grim Reaper here.
Oh shit. They've caught
Uh-oh,
Well,
they figured it out.
In fact, we left the coke outside, Steve.
Oh, you're shit, man.
That's not like you.
No, it's not.
Something I've always wondered, is there another Grim Reaper album like was made? You always hear about bands that made things and never released them, and 40 years later something comes out, demos. I mean, you really never did a lot of that stuff, put out things like that.
I've got this. Do you mind if I answer this?
No,
Steve?
you carry on.
I have this weird opinion. I write for magazines. I interviewed Michael Schenker years ago, and I asked Michael, said, "Why do you think your time with UFO was so revered?" And his answer was, "Because we never made the record that made people go, why the F did they make that record?"
That's true. I never thought of it that way.
And there's something about, although in the meantime we did go back to UFO, but that's another story. But there will be another record, but it'll be him, and him. Maybe I'll guest on it if I'm lucky.
That
But
would be
this
great.
is Steve Grimmett's Grim Reaper. That's
Yeah.
I'm very proud to be here as part of this.
Yeah. Well, I
And you
mean,
know what shocks me too? I just got to tell you this is that the amount of autographs that myself and Steve have signed today from kids who weren't even born when the last album came out is
We get a lot of
frightening.
yeah.
Makes me feel real old.
Yeah. We
It's like really old.
everywhere we play.
Yeah.
You know, I particularly remember playing in